Right, this video is going to guide you through setting up your very important Info1 project work, and it's going to cover some good skills to be aware of in terms of word processing packages, and particularly skills that will allow you to produce professional looking reports using some of the nice automated features within the software which you may have not seen before. These skills will be useful to you to kind of university assignments, maybe college assignments in the future as well, if you want to kind of show off a little bit. So we're going to start off by looking at this idea of heading styles first off. What you've got in front of you here is a list of all the sections that are in the Info1 project. So I'm going to highlight them all first off. I'm going to put them into heading one style. Now, the heading style basically denotes the importance of that particular heading. So we're going to put everything into heading 1 first, and then we'll see if we can work out what the other style should be that we should apply. Because not all of these are of equal importance. The two most important sections in this project are the analysis and testing stage. So let's highlight everything between those and demote them one level by giving them heading style 2. So let's give those heading style 2, and let's give these ones heading style 2 as well. Okay, and you'll see the benefit of this later. Now, if we look again at this section here, in the analysis section, I think again we can kind of say that these four, in interview down to questionnaire, are all subcategories of investigation techniques. So let's demote these again, another heading style, and put them into heading 3, like so. Okay. One thing that you can do whilst we're kind of working on this is think about the theme and the colour scheme that we want to kind of embed here. And again, just by using this style set now, we can apply these changes across the board. So the first one, let's maybe have a look at fonts, and I'm going to go for this classic Franklin Gothic, I think, but you can decide whichever font you want, as long as it looks professional and is clear and is readable. It doesn't matter, so let's go for that. Okay, I can also think about the colour scheme now, which I can apply globally across these heading styles. So again, I think I'm going to go for this red one, like so. And quite a nice feature here, where if you have a look through some of these, you've got lots of different styles for the actual format of the report. So I'm going to go for this modern style. Quite like the look of that. Again, if you want to choose something different, that's entirely up to you. Okay, so already we're beginning to get quite a lot of stuff going on here. So the next thing I'm going to look at then is over here, where we can set the numbering for the report to make it easier to follow, and the sub numbering using these heading styles. So you can see how that's working. It's going to basing the number on the heading style. So if it's heading style 1, it will get a whole number. If it's heading style 2, it will go to 0.1, and then you can see down here for the heading style 3, it denotes it again to 1. So that's automatically done and detected because we've chosen to base the numbering system on the heading styles, which is what that is showing there. Okay. Right, the next thing we need to do is set up the header and the footer. So let's go to insert, and let's put the information that you need in the header. So your name needs to go on here, so I'm going to pop mine in. Okay, like so. You also need to have candidate number. Now, we won't have your candidate numbers yet, okay, so we're going to have to fill these later on during the course of the project, so just put in 4 X's for now. Once you've registered with the exam board, we'll be able to put those in. We also need to include on the header, so Barnsley College, and the centre number for Barnsley College, which is 36110, so everyone can put that in like so. Double click to come out the header, and that just means that every sheet in your project will have that on, so if it did come loose or go stray, the examiners would be able to kind of trace it back to the right project. The other thing we obviously need to include on here is page numbers. So bottom of the page is where recommended in the right hand corner, and again, you want to be able to flick through these projects really quickly to find the required information in the exam. That's the best place to have the page number on there. Okay, double click out of that. The final things we're just going to look at are setting up a contents page, and this will be again useful for you in terms of knowing where to find the information in your exam quickly and reference that in your project. So we're just going to tab the tab the headings down onto the second page, and if we come up here, a nice, really nice feature of word processing package this. If we go to the references section, again, because we've used the heading styles, we can insert an automatic table of contents, and this will scan through the document, and anything that it picks out with a heading style it will include in the table of contents. So if I select that, okay, you can see I've got a table of contents there now, which is working, which is great. Just to show you how you keep that updated, because obviously over time you're going to add content to each of these sections and these page numbers are going to change. Well, just to show you how that works, if I just tab this back up again, so I've got that right at the start of my second page. So over time I'm going to add some information into these individual sections, okay, like so, and if I want to update that to my contents page, all I need to do is go back to the contents page, select it and click on the update and then entire table, and that will, as you see, it's updated there now. So my client, user, audience, description start on page 3. Okay, so again, saves you a lot of time rather than having to do that task manually. So a really nice feature is the automatic table of contents. The final thing we're going to put in, and we might take this out again at the end depending on how large your projects are, but we'll put it in for now, is a cover page. And again, this goes back to the style that you've chosen on that first page, but pick yourself a suitable cover page. You don't need to include an abstract. Title can just be Info1 project. Okay, maybe in here subtitle we could have the name of your business and the type of project. So for example, McDonald's website project or something like that, or McDonald's database, or whatever the name is of your particular business. And in here obviously your name as the author of the document can go, and we have a set up and ready to go project. We just need to just tab that back up there as well, and just make sure everything's lined up and neat. The only other thing just to tell you is that whenever you're actually putting information into this document, what you must choose in terms of style of text is normal, and when you choose normal, okay, it just means that when you go back to update your contents page, it won't include that text actually within the contents page, which is exactly what you want. Okay, so that is your project set up and ready to go.